Asymmetric risk is the secret to quickly growing wealth. What if we told you there was a way to amass massive amounts of wealth in a short period of time? What if we told you that almost all self-made millionaires and billionaires have used this precise technique to build their riches, and there's nothing stopping you from following suit? We know you're smarter than that, so this isn't about the law of attraction or marrying someone wealthy. Let's get started. Welcome to Kaidji, the Inspiration Center for Future Billionaires. When the rewards are greater than the costs of engaging with a reasonable chance of success, these are referred to as asymmetric risks or asymmetric opportunities. If you invested $5,000 in Amazon stock in 2001 when it was only $5 a share and held it till today, you would have $3.2 million. You would currently have more than $100,000 if you had invested $1,000 in Bitcoin 5 years ago. In the investment sector, these are examples of asymmetric risk, but you may encounter this type of risk-reward ratio in other areas of your life. You'll have a thorough list of prospects that we've uncovered for you by the end of this video. The basic concept is to find situations where you can lose a little but win a lot if everything goes your way. If you viewed our video from last week, you already know that most people will never be wealthy. One of the major reasons is that most people are unaware of the idea of asymmetry. They're used to minor victories and huge setbacks. Someone who does a job for a small income for a long time until the market shifts and they are now unemployed is a good example of this. In this type of socio-economic environment, the only way to succeed is to take risks. You can't avoid volatility, so instead of letting it destroy you, use it to your advantage. One of the reasons we invest in technological startups is because of this. Statistically, 6 out of 10 ventures we invest in will fail, 3 will perform admirably, and 1 will do well enough to cover all 10 and then some. Another example of asymmetric risk is when you create or join a business where you own stock. At most, you'll lose your time in whatever you deem an opportunity risk, but the final result might be life-changing if the company succeeds. In everything we've done, we've used the concept of asymmetry. This film, for example, is an asymmetric wager. We've put in some effort and money to develop a piece of content that will last in perpetuity. We will receive a return as long as people find it valuable and continue to consume it. Asymmetric bets can be made on any form of content. Write a book, create a podcast, make a video, send out ideas via Twitter, and post on social media. All of these have the potential to reach millions of people, with far-reaching advantages beyond digital likes. When used in conjunction with digital products, this works incredibly effectively. Make it an ebook instead of a book, and your only manufacturing expenditures will be the time you spent writing it. The scalability advantages of a digital course are the same. You only have to make it once, then sell it as many times as people are willing to buy it. Asymmetric changes can be found everywhere and in every facet of your life. This is why many take the risk of relocating to a large city. Moving to a big city gives you access to people and opportunities that you wouldn't have access to in your little town. Traveling around the world is the same way. Doing all of this when you're young is the largest asymmetric risk of all. Even if nothing goes as planned, you still have ample time to return. Going on as many first dates as possible can help you to meet a variety of people and determine what kind of companion you are searching for. On the other hand, if it doesn't work out, you can move on to the next date. The positive is that you'll meet the love of your life and the person with whom you'll spend the majority of your remaining days. Going on dates or to parties is inexpensive, but you never know who you'll meet or what type of impact they'll have. We do the same thing when it comes to reading books. It costs $15 and a couple of hours of our time to read a book. Not every book we read will change our lives, but every now and then a really fantastic one will come along that will help us grow exponentially by linking some critical pieces of information. We buy courses or attend business gatherings for the same purpose. For us, the expense is reasonable because, over time, this investment will pay for itself 100-fold. Thousands of people attend courses for this reason. Asymmetric possibilities are abundant if you look for them. You've come here because you're interested in money, so here's why we think crypto is the most asymmetric opportunity we've discovered so yet. The price of one Bitcoin is currently about $37,800 at the time of creating this script. In the next 5 years, it's believed that one Bitcoin will be valued at least $250,000. From an investment standpoint, the maximum we can lose is $37,800 if we make the commitment and acquire one Bitcoin. However, if this works out, the payout will be at least 5 times our current investment. It's the same reason we're investing extensively in Ethereum and have made multiple early-stage investments in DAOs and other crypto initiatives, believing that it will overtake Bitcoin in terms of market size. In a recent interview, Raoul Pal expressed it best: "I think if you work on the hypothesis that the space is going up 100x in 10 years, it's almost as though it doesn't matter what you pay right now." Due to the current economic climate, traditional finance is failing. Stocks and real estate investments barely keep up with inflation. Automation and disruptive technologies are chipping away at the gradual and steady profits that traditional investors have come to expect. All of this encourages savvy investors to seek asymmetric opportunities. The arithmetic behind this method is straightforward: an investment can only go down by 100%, but its potential gain is limitless. It's only a matter of time before one of your investments pays off, as long as you have the potential to earn revenue on your own. Who cares if you lose 6 or 7 times, as long as the 8th one takes care of you for the rest of your life if you can survive it? Who cares if the first 7 books are awful or the first 7 dates don't work out if the 8th one is a home run? You must remove the emotional fear that prevents you from trying new things. This isn't the world of your parents, where you chose one job, worked for 40 years, and then retired. You must adapt to the world we live in, or you may be swept away by the impending flood. And that's what we'll be talking about next time: how to live and prosper in this new environment. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel because it's going to be a great one. This week, we want you to take some time to browse around. In your life, have you encountered any asymmetric opportunities? Let us know in the comments if you have any suggestions that could help someone else in our community. There is, of course, a bonus for those of you who are still watching. You'll need an income machine if you want to take full advantage of asymmetric possibilities. You need to know that money will come in regardless of what happens. It might be your ability to turn your knowledge, skills, and time into money. Ideally, at this point in your life, you don't have many responsibilities and don't require much to maintain your current lifestyle. Make it a point to continuously invest in asymmetric possibilities. Investing in crypto projects on a dollar cost average basis, producing one blog post or page per day, or pressing the publish button on your podcast or YouTube channel are all options. Plant your seeds and make sure to water them on a regular basis. It won't be long before one of these opportunities bears enough fruit for you to devote all of your attention to it. The only problem is that you have no idea when it will happen. As a result, the greatest plan is to keep working. You may reduce the danger of your investment by educating yourself. And as long as that revenue machine keeps churning out those checks, you'll be on a steady route forward. So, find a way to make more money than you require to live, and invest the extra on a regular basis. It will change your life for the better, proving our theory that watching this Kaidji video was probably the best asymmetric bet you've ever made. Before we wrap up this video, we'd want to know which form of motivational video you prefer for the next one. Write in the comment below on what video you want us to make. It enables us to create the content you enjoy.